Having driving anxiety can make you feel out of control, and this only then increases the anxiety you feel. If we set clear goals and have an action plan to achieve them, then this brings back the feeling of control and in turn may help to reduce anxiety. In this video, we will share with you our 4-point manoeuvre you can perform to help you control driving anxiety. As always, please consider subscribing to our channel so you are notified when we upload a new video. And if you have any questions, then please comment below. Many of you will have heard of the 3-point turn manoeuvre. Well, this video is about the 4-point turn. It is not a manoeuvre that you perform in the car, but it is in your head. It is a process or tool to turn your thinking around in order to reach your goal. In this case, either passing your driving test, reducing anxiety on test day, or reducing anxiety in your general day-to-day driving. The 4-point turn is a formula that allows you to achieve your goals. It works for short-term and long-term goals. Think of it like a target. It is much easier to hit it when it is clearly visible and defined. The first step is to know your outcome. Be very precise about what it is that you want. If working towards your driving test, this is clearly defined already, but if you have passed your test, your goal might not be as clear. Think about what the goal will bring. What will it change? How will it feel when you achieve it? Who else will it positively impact? The next step is to take action. If we always do what we've always done, then we'll always get what we've always got. So take action and change it. Don't be afraid to take that first step. Remember, nothing will happen until you do. So next is to be very aware of how any changes made or actions you have taken feel. This is called sensory awareness. If you feel that it isn't working or if it isn't right, then change what you are doing. If you need to change something, then make sure you follow the guidance in our Change It Up video and start at the beginning of the 4-point turn again. Lastly, it is important to be flexible in your approach. Don't be too rigid in your plans and next steps. If your change involves other people, communicate what it is you need them to do, but allow some flexibility for them. We all have different lives and commitments, so work with each other to implement the changes. Now let's take a look at a 4-point turn in the context of passing your driving test. Firstly, we will define our outcome. We want to pass our driving test, but what else will it bring? It will give us independence. It will mean we don't have to use public transport. We won't have to ask people for lifts. It may even allow you to change where you live or even your job. Who else will it impact? Will it mean that you could take your children to school yourself or take them on days out in school holidays? Maybe your partner is always the driver when you go out. You can allow them to enjoy a glass of wine without worrying. And how will it feel to be able to do all these things that driving allows you to do? You may start to feel independent, in control, empowered, proud, and probably lots more. Next, it's time to take action. What exactly do you need to do to make your outcome a reality?
Remember that nothing will happen until you take the first step. If you haven't booked any lessons, then contact a driving school and get that first lesson booked in. If you are already taking lessons, is there something that needs to change that you identified from the Change It Up process? If so, make it happen. If you are test ready and haven't passed your theory test, then get studying and book a date. When there is a clear time set for something to be completed, goals are more often achieved, so have a date booked and work towards it. If you are test ready and can book your practical test, then book a realistic test date and work towards it. Again, having that date set will help you focus on what needs to happen to make it achievable.
The next part is about having awareness. This is something that should be ongoing throughout your driving and learning journey. If something doesn't feel right, the chances are it isn't right. If you don't like the sound of something, the words, the way it is said, then that is not beneficial to your learning and something needs to change. It may be that you can give your instructor feedback on how they talk to you, or even you might need to change instructor. If you are learning to drive with a parent, partner or friend, then maybe they aren't the best person to be helping you. Being shouted at, hearing negative words or not being praised will not help your learning and may slow your progress. If it doesn't feel right, then change it. The last part of the 4-point turn is having the ability to be flexible. Now, being flexible isn't about changing your goal or your desired outcome. It is about being flexible in the actions you need to take to achieve it. If you are working with your instructor on changing an element of your lesson, remember they have other students, their own life and their own personal commitments. They may not be able to change to the exact day or time you want, so is there a solution that would suit both of you? If you are working with someone else to help you learn other than an instructor, then again, you may have to compromise on when and for how long they go out with you. However, if the actions you are taking are having a negative impact on how you feel or your learning, then be flexible in what it is you are changing. Don't be afraid to try something different.
So remember to know your outcome, take action, have awareness of how you feel, and be flexible with your actions and changes. If you found this video interesting, then please subscribe to our channel. If you would like to help us make more videos, then please consider becoming a member of our channel. Thanks for watching.